Howdy folks, today let's talk about the TRIX Hawaii Bad Boy Kai, as in Kai. It's a really beautiful dynamic driver, DLC driver, 9.8 millimeter headphone, made and custom tuned by Hawaii Bad Boy. And it's really pretty shell. I really like the gold accents and the blue and the little yellow TRI logo. The carrying case is really pretty. It is a leather, pretty sure. Very nice case, would work for anyone. And also the cable is really nice. And I really like them more than the Olinas, or both the shells and the cables, and also the Melees. It's nicer than both of those. However, I like the sound of the Melees and the Olinas better than this, which is a bummer. Obviously, Hawaii Bad Boy spent a bunch of time on the aesthetics of this thing, which I really appreciate. Again, I just wish that the driver itself was a little better. Impedance is 36 ohm. They have a sensitivity of about 114 dB per milliwatt, meaning that they're going to be easy to run off of anything. And the price is between, well, I don't know, maybe like 65 and 80. I did get these for about 80 from Keep Hi-Fi in return for a review, which this is. And besides that, I know Hawaii Bad Boy and I wanted to test them, and so this is cool. So if I had to give some metrics, I'm going to throw these out there because they're not my favorites and they're not going to get a full crazy spot on my chart. But let's go for the exceptional factor. We're going to give them we'll give them a 6.5 out of 10. For soundstage wideness, we'll give them a 6.5 out of 10. 3D, 6.5 out of 10. Bass, we're going to give them like probably a 6. Could be a 5.5. It's really not my favorite. And we'll go for a 6. Mids will be a 6.5 to a 7. And treble, probably 6.5 to a 7. So as you can see, they're, like in my opinion, not super special. And I like the Olinas and the Melees better. And I took them, I've had them for about 3 weeks now, and I was kind of avoiding doing a review for a number of reasons, but here we are. And so I went on a walk and I had some thoughts about them, so let me just go ahead and put that on. Howdy folks, today let's talk about the TRIX Hawaii Bad Boy Kai, Kai. That's a one dynamic driver, 10 millimeter, in a very, very pretty shell. Obviously Hawaii Bad Boy spent a ton of time making it super pretty. It's got like blue and gold accents, and it's a little heavy for my taste, honestly. I really dislike very heavy headphones. I do a lot of active stuff and they bounce in my ears if they're heavy. So there's that. But besides that, the sound. So I've had these for 3 weeks and I haven't done a review because I don't like them. And in my estimation, the driver is under dampened, under mass loaded, so it doesn't have a lot of pushback from like the front damper, and so it comes across as really rather lean, a little crunchy. That's the best way I put that. Treble is difficult to understand. It's just kind of compressed. That's a good way. Compressed sounding, and it is only $50, and has a really nice case. I think it's leather. So it's like more time was spent on the overall package and design than the sound. That's what I think. And so not recommended, but I'm going to go ahead and tear those down on video, as Hawaii Bad Boy would wish. And yeah, I'm going to retune them. Why the hell not? That's I already got them, and they were provided for review from a company which I don't have in front of me and I don't remember right now. You can tell how much this stuff matters to me. I just get stuff and review it, man. So yeah, so you know, really, really nice shells. So if I had to redo them, I would do them in aluminum. Colors are beautiful. I really like them, and the cable is really nice. And then I'd put like just well, like quite honestly, I would take, again, an aluminum, but let's toss the Olina SE in that shell and call it a day. Hell yeah. Now I do realize though that the shells on the Olinas are special, and that's why they work the way they do, but you know, this is like a perfect world that I might want. So those are my thoughts for the moment, and then I'll do a little bit more stuff on video. Bye. Okay, so those were some thoughts I had on my walk that I wanted to get out. I do a lot of good thinking on walks and hikes and stuff. All right, so we have a shell here right in your face. Ooh, there's some markings in that. And how I did this was, let's just go ahead and look. Okay, here is our headphone. I'm at my in my workbench area. Let me just show you this. We got a hot air guy here. It's set to about 163. Well, whenever it gets there, 163. Yeah, 168, something like that. All right, so the idea here is we have a seam on this shell. Find my blade. And so we're going to probably come in, let's see here, something like this, and probably go around the edge. I don't know how much glue is on this. I have no clue. So let's heat it up and see. All right, I'm going to not go in the vent. So what I usually do with this, I just kind of get it hot enough to where my fingers are kind of unhappy, and then we'll leave it at that for a bit. Try that. This probably shows a bit of a chonky shell. I don't really see the point in having it so chonky, but other than just sort of a look beefcake. And I have no idea how hard this is going to be. I guess we're about to see. Cheesy. All right. All right, let's see what we get. Nice and warm. Oh, well, that wasn't hard at all. And again, heat helps. All right, so we cracked one spot. I really like to keep these shells like reasonable if I can. And I don't know what to expect as far as what's on the other side of this. Okay. Oh, well, let's see. What do we got here, man? Looks like there's still some glue on the ass end. It certainly is worth taking your time doing this, at least if you want something that's not all scuffed up and scratched up and screwed up, but let's see here. All right, I think we're about in, probably. And if I just like, boom, you know, I'm likely going to rip the cables off, so I'm really trying to keep this under control. Oh yeah, baby. All right. And we get our first look at the driver. Okay, cables are, or the wires are a little bit small. And all right, got that open. Let's go back to the better video camera. Alrighty, so that's how we got to this point. Cool. Get to get a nice little view of our driver there. Sorry, just get that in there. You can see the mill marks inside the shell. Also on the back plate, we can see that this looks like two separate metal pieces that were glued together. Kind of like the wiring, red and blue, very obvious. And maybe that's the number, 575. Very cool. All right, so I'm not going to do this right now because it's going to, well, I'm going to retune it. Oh, there's the pinhole. Let's see. Can you see anything on the other side of that? Just a hole. Cool. So I'm going to retune these and see if I can get anything that approaches what I like. And yeah, maybe I'll talk about it. You know, for the price of 78 something dollars, something like that. Not bad. I feel like we should be able to do well for that. There's our nice little driver. What's interesting about that is it has no covering on it. We can see the, that's the milling around the edge of the shell. So it's offset. And, oh, wait. I think that's a naked driver. I can't see a shield on it, which is interesting. So, cool. Very cool. Anyways, nice little deep dive on the Hawaii Bad Boy Kai headphone. And, before I forget, I'll just go ahead and pull up the product listing because why not? Let's see. Boom. That's us. We are a 3rd generation DLC dynamic in-ear earphone, $74 from Keep Hi-Fi. Again, they did provide this for a review, so I appreciate that. And I did want to check these out. I know Hawaii Bad Boy, and we chat, and I wanted to hear them. But sadly, I would really prefer these to have a better driver in them. So is what it is. Right on, folks. I will talk to you on the next one.